those of you that don't know, I'm Mama Witch. The mama that plays games, the MVP at GFG, Grown Folk Gaming, and are you me? Welcome back. We are here on our official episode 3, Sex, baby. And I mean, I guess it's expected for a podcast to do at least one sex episode, and it happens to be one of my favorite topics. Am I a sexually open person? Absolutely. Am I a positive sexually open person? Absolutely. Because there's ways to be negatively openly sexual, and then there's a positive way to be. But what do I like about sex? I enjoy a good arousal. I like to see people aroused, and not just in a sexual way. I like to see people joyful, excited, ecstatic. I just love seeing people like that. But I guess I just always just been open towards sex. I just always been open. I've been curious. I was able to grow up with a parent who didn't question too much. When I was younger, I had this heightened sexual curiosity. I truly did. So that was concerning for my mom, but I was never, I want to say, salacious in any way. You know, I was just like free about my body, free about the things that I liked when I was having sex. And I can seriously talk about sex all day. Halfway thinking about doing a mini series and doing an episode once a month about it. And I plan on having a part 2 with me and a very special person to me, one of my favorite people. And me and her are really going to get down into my questions that I have for my male guests. So we're going to jump right into our next guest right after our break.
Oh, the Jungle Bunch, we back. We back in our entirety. But hey, y'all, hold on. Before we get any further, we need to get home.
We're going to hold.
You gotta what? Right now, at this very moment?
At this very goddamn second.
We got to do what?
Are you a gamer in need of community? Join GFG, Grown Folk Gaming, where we not only game. We inspire, motivate, and, get it? Life is stressful enough. Play games.
Are you looking for personal adult entertainment?
Subscription is free. Link tr.ee Mama Witch Plays.
Without a further ado, what's your show name? Where are you from? And are you a sexually positive open person?
My name is RJ Games. I'm from across the pond in the UK. And honestly speaking, I would say yes. I would say I'm open. I would say I'm a very sexually open person in regards to I would at least try something once. There may be a couple of things on my list that I wouldn't try at all, but everything else I'm open to trying at least once.
And why are you a sexually positive person?
I'm a sexually positive person, mainly because I'm very unselfish. In regards to anything sexual, I always make sure the other person's needs are met before myself. So in regards to, I'm not going to finish.
Oh my God!
So I make sure that's something that I live by.
Listen clearly.
I look at it and say to myself, I would rather take as long as I need for you to finish, because even when I finish, give me a couple more minutes, give me 10 minutes, 5 minutes, I can get back into it. But if I finish before you,
Right.
I don't want that look burning me in my shoulders, look at me going, the whole mood's just changed and it's like, I don't want to be here no more kind of thing. So no, I make sure that I'm very unselfish. I make sure that the other person's needs are met before mine. And I feel that's the best way going forward in regards to any sexual experience that you may have.
Right, and you want to be that if it does happen the next time, you want the person to be open, you know what I mean, in receiving with you and not, you know what I mean? You don't want to ever feel like that.
It's a famous saying, respect works both ways. You give them time in the bedroom, they'll give you the time back. And, that's probably one thing that a lot of males in this world, in this day and age, just think about themselves and are very, very selfish in regards to, oh, I don't care about you. I'm just going to get what I need. And then whatever.
What are you still fucking doing here?
No, I'm completely the other way. I would rather make sure that you're fine and then I can sort myself. That's the way that I live.
Agree. So basically, that can go into saying that's something that you enjoy about sexting, is that, I guess, making sure that the other person is, satisfied. Yeah, right. Absolutely.
That helped me achieve a higher level of orgasm.
Ecstasy.
Yeah. Feeling what I need to and knowing that you're enjoying it makes me feel a lot better. My performance, rather than it being, as I said, I finished. I'm thinking, yeah, I finished. Your shit's not finished. I'm like,
no.
Girl, I ain't got time for this shit.
Basically, that's it. All right.
So no, 100%. It definitely has to be one of those things.
Okay. So, what's your idea of a foreplay?
My idea.
The best kind of play.
Teasing.
You said teasing.
Yes, teasing. There is no point in just getting straight down to it. Like, say, I'm gonna kiss you on your neck, nice and slow. I'm gonna rub my tongue down the side, slowly rub my hand up along your thighs. It's all about that.
Yeah.
All of when it comes to foreplay is there to start. It's to warm up. There's no point in foreplay where you just get straight down. It's the anticipation. That's what you have to do when it comes to foreplay. You have to build up it so much where the other person says, I can't take it, just give it to me.
Yeah, I agree. I'm glad that you put it that way, because you know what, I don't think I could have said it better. Even if I'm watching a movie, you know what I mean? Like, if the thrill is so good in the movie, I'm shaking. Like, I'm literally in my chair shaking. Like, watching the movie. You know what I mean? I love a good thrill. So,
that's the best way to live. I think when it comes down to it, especially sexually, when it comes down to a build-up, when we're talking about in regards to foreplay, if you don't build it up, it's one of those things that the rest of the experience, shall we say, penetratively, is not going to be as heightened, or the guy's going to be as hard, the girl's not going to be as wet. There's a lot of things that come into it due to the foreplay. If the foreplay is good, it doesn't matter if your performance, they have come all over the place.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things that if your foreplay is not as good, they're looking at it going, okay, he's in now, but it's not. I've still got to get there. So as I said, when it comes down to foreplay, my idea of foreplay is it being slow build up, a lot of teasing, a lot of caressing, a lot of kissing, a lot of twirling. It's a very physical thing for me when it comes down to foreplay. It's not about just getting them straight away. Foreplay for me is what sets the boundaries and sets the foundation for a good sex session.
Yeah.
Rather than it being, it's a very, very...
Or just intimate session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
So that, but I mean, you know what, and it goes to show your foreplay shows what type of person, like your personality too. Because, as you said, so you like to savor, which means, you're a patient person. You know what I mean? Like, in general, in your life, you're a patient person. People that just run in there with it are people that's usually impatient,
Bam, bam, thank you, bam.
I want to say almost a little aggressive, assertive in a bad way. Because you can be assertive definitely in all the right ways.
As I said, in this day and age, it doesn't only boil down to a sexual side of things. I feel in this day and age in particular, especially the new generation coming up, a lot of it is very fast-paced. They don't have the patience to take things slow. And, our generation is all about
30, 60 seconds. 30, 60 seconds.
Yeah.
The new generation, 30, 60 seconds. That's all the attention span they have.
Exactly. So, when it comes to our generation, when it comes down to our generation sexually, it's one of those things that a lot of people in our generation, the idea of foreplay is what we've mentioned, which is a build-up, taking it slow, teasing, building up the anticipation, everything else. But the new generation is about, let me just see how quick I can get it done to actually get to it and mean it to stuff. So
you gotta build up because that button, that magical cauldron that's in the women takes a good brewing. You know what I mean? It takes a good brewing. But once it's brewed, you know what I mean? Oh my God, Jesus. Woo!
But at the same time, it's the same thing for the guys. It's not.
Yeah. It's because that's when it becomes animalistic. That's when it becomes
instincts take over.
That's my favorite part about sex is that not the release, is getting to that animalistic part and hoping that I can get to that animalistic part with the person that I'm with.
A lot of people don't realize that there's a lot to the act itself rather than it just being, let me stick it in, move about a bit, and let me finish. It's a very intricate thing. It's almost like playing chess sometimes. You have to know what play the person's going to put down first and how you counter it. It's about reading body. It's about, reading energy. Because sometimes you can read someone's body, but if your energy's off, it's not going to have the same effect. So it's about becoming in tune with someone. And I feel, going back to what we saw earlier with the foreplay, I do feel that with foreplay, if you take your time and you have a nice build-up, it brings you guys, the frequency between you is even closer, and therefore you have a better experience going forward. And obviously it helps with the trust, it helps with the respect, and it helps with everything else. So I feel if you can get those things right, it doesn't matter what size you are, how big you are, how small you are, that person would enjoy it the same way because you've got them to that level where you both are into each other, and it helps.
I agree. Is there a life lesson you learned after a sexual experience that does not involve children? Does not involve children. Okay, because everybody would say if you have kids that's the life lesson.
Hey, wait a minute.
Okay, I wouldn't mention that, but a life lesson I've learned would probably be, I would probably say, taking your time, because obviously when I was younger, I didn't take my time as much. It would always be, yeah, it would always be, when you first lose your virginity, you're a happy, school kid in some cases, mid-teens, late teens, running around. You just want to try and get on top of everyone you can. But, as I've realized that it's more of a connection. For me, sex, the life lesson I've learned due to sex is building a connection with a person. It isn't just about sticking it in. It's about, as I said, building that connection. And building that connection starts by going slow. So, yeah, probably one of the life lessons I've learned is just taking your time to actually learn the person's body rather than it being, let me just, think of myself, or let me do what I think is going to be right. It's about listening to the individual, listening to, paying attention to how the body's reacting to you doing this, or, little things like that. So yeah, that's probably one of the life lessons I've learned.
Yeah. Say that because, like, at that point, or at this point in your mids, you done been through a few sexual experiences. You know what I mean? And I would hope, you know your body, because at this point, I know all first turns, everything in my life. At this point. So I feel like you would need another person that also knows the same thing, and wasting my time but just set me off. It would set me off. Like, I don't even want to take that chance. Our men, it's not a lot of men that, are patient in that way. And, bless the ones that are and remain reserved. I gotta respect it. I gotta respect it. You know what I mean? You want to, give it to somebody that's going to receive it and give it to you in the same way. I don't know what happened to people. I don't know what happened to our generation of what happened to the R&B music? We grew up on make love music.
Slow jams. The slow jams playlist.
Right. That's the music that we grew up on. So I'm lost in the sauce.
Exactly what happened.
Tell me.
Social media. Social media build the expectations of sex.
This has been a revolving door, people.
It puts certain standards for certain men, or some men, through the roof with high expectations in regards to how long they're going to last and how big you need to be. So
everything is so exposed.
Yep. So when it comes down, even something as simple as you said, taking your time, if they come across someone that's used to looking online and seeing stuff and how quick things get done, and I've seen this one eat this pussy like this, or I've seen, this one suck this dick like this, and everything else, sometimes you set unnecessarily high expectations upon the next person that you're dealing with without really taking into consideration that, wait, why don't you just slow down a minute? Because even though that's your expectation, doesn't mean it's going to be their expectation. It's about finding that level ground, and I feel that's what has been lost. Experiences for a lot of people, so...
My other guest was talking about that. Agreed.
Yep. Social media.
But what is something that you would tell our women listeners? Something that, something that that's why I'm about to break it down for you, love. Something that they usually overthink about sex. That they overthink, and it's like, usually it's like to men or the person that they're with, they're like, whatever, they're not even thinking about it.
So one thing that springs to mind. Now, listen closely, ladies. When you are doing any type of tugging or oral, just because you squeeze it hard doesn't mean it feels good. Just because you tug it fast doesn't mean it feels good. Just because it's happening on porno close doesn't mean it feels good.
Listen to this man.
So I've had experience.
Oh my God. Yes.
I have a girl going down on me, and she's squeezing it so hard, and I'm just like, okay, it feels good in your mouth, but because you're squeezing it, it's taking my attention away from the feeling of feeling good because you're squeezing it so damn hard. And then when you're squeezing it hard and you're trying to tug it at the same time, it becomes uncomfortable. So I feel that is what a lot of be like you're gripping. I don't know, something that needs to be gripped very hard. You don't need to be gripping it that hard. At the end of the day, I feel like a lot of women overlook a part of a man. It's not a toy. You know, it's not a strap-on.
You know, I think women that do that too, also is trying to just like they really don't. They're not into it. You know, they're trying to like get over with it. You know what I mean? You know, they're not taking their time to get to know the dick. You know what I mean? They're not paying attention to the person that, you know, his reactions. You know what I mean?
With that, because I haven't come across someone who would want to, you know, hurry up and get down to the finish line, or how we want to put it. I just think it's more to do with the expectation of what they see or what they deem feels good. So I'm sure in regard, the men do the same thing when it comes to eating out. Some of them will be sucking too hard. Some of them will be trying to fit too many fingers in. You know,
just press like in water.
Yes. So
yeah, I'm serious, like, because men have told me this. I mean, during my sexual journey in my life, you know what I mean? And I have been told, you know what I mean? You can't go in expecting every nigga dick is the same. Same thing with every woman pussy is the same. And you can't go in with the expectation of performing what you see on porn. You know what I mean? And that's why on for real, like my go-to for porn really is like homemade shit. Like I ain't
100%.
Like back in the day, like I grew up on a Spice Channel and then all that other shit. And boom, but as I got older, you know, the internet opened up. That's my shit. That's my shit.
You know, I mean, maybe that's because it's real. It's something you can relate to. Even if it looks slightly off, you know, oh yeah, I did that last night.
I can relate.
You get what I mean? When it comes down to watching porn, you see, you know, the guy sticking in the tip and the girl's moaning like she's come 5,000 times already. You're thinking, that's not realistic.
Stop playing!
And this is what I mean by setting unrealistic expectations when it comes down to men. Because a lot of men will turn around and think, oh yeah, if I stick it in like this, she's going to moan exactly the same way. He's going to be disappointed. And furthermore, she's going to be disappointed. So therefore, what does it do? It kills expectation as a whole, not just for the women, but for the men. Men out there, any man that is listening, if your next sexual experience, do not lie about your size or what you can do. Because this is one thing I do not understand as a man. As a man, something so personal, why would you lie about it? You can lie about your height. You can lie about how big you are, as in, you know, your weight is. But when it comes down to your gut size, your thickness, everything else, there is no point lying because eventually
she's going to see it.
I'm lying. Exactly. When it comes down to performance, she's going to go, you know, you're making it up. But as I said, you can get away with your height. You can get away with how much weight you're carrying. But when it comes down to the bedroom, anything sexual, be as open and honest as you can. I say to everyone that I deal with, I know how to use it, and I'm a good size. And they say this, I say, okay, fine. I'll leave it as that. You will find out.
Yeah.
And after they find out, okay, fine. You know, I'll give you your credit. RJ, you was right. There you go.
Right. And if you into other things, you know what I mean, you may not want somebody that's that big. I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there.
Biggest always better.
Listen, the woman on a tangent, like, you know what I mean? You know, it's medically, I can't even fathom 11 inches. We're like, oh, you had a baby. Yeah, during that time that my body needed to have a baby. And the men that I have known find it hard to be with someone who's able to really enjoy it. So it makes it hard for them to enjoy it.
As I said, it's back to what we was talking about in the way in the beginning.
Man, bring it back.
If you can build up with the foreplay, you're good to go. The girl would enjoy it, or the men, whichever way you go, no discrimination.
Oh no, not at all.
Whichever way you decide to go, if you can build foreplay, it would heighten that sexual experience for the individual. Size does not matter when it comes to that.
And patience. And patience.
And patience. Don't forget the patience.
We'll be back with our second guest right after our break.
The Jungle Bunch, we back. We back in our entirety. But hey, y'all, hold on. Before we get any further, we need to get home.
We gonna hold?
What?
Right now, at this very moment?
At this very goddamn second.
Are you a gamer in need of community? Join GFG, Grown Folk Gaming, where we not only game. We inspire, motivate, and get it. Life is stressful enough. Play games.
Are you looking for personal adult entertainment?
Subscription is free. Link tr.ee Mama Witch Plays.
Thank you for listening to our messages and welcome back. So we are here with our second guest. He is he's a very special person of mine and one of my favorite people on this planet. He's going to introduce himself. What's your show name? Where are you from? And would you consider yourself a sexually positive, open person?
Well, my name is DH. I was originally born in Baltimore. But, born and grew up in Philly all my life, so. And as far as being a sexually open person, I think yes, especially positive. I think sex is a great thing.
And why are you, or how are you a sexually positive, open person?
I don't believe, how some people say women are promiscuous, if I say that right. I hope I ain't say that wrong. But, I don't believe in that. You like what you like. If you like to fuck, you like to fuck. To some people, that shit is therapy. Everybody to each their own, so I don't judge nobody. That's how I feel as though, I'm open positive. Whether it's gay, whatever, sex is sex. If that's what let's flip your switch, then flip your switch.
Whatever the pleasure is.
Yeah.
Or don't judge anybody on their kinks.
I don't want nobody to judge me on my kinks.
Right, real shit. So what's something you enjoy? What's something about sex that you enjoy? Doesn't really have to be penetrative.
Honestly, I kind of like how it start more than how it end. Because especially when you with somebody that you care about, it's a different vibe. The euphoria that you get from it, even before penetration. A lot of girls don't know. Niggas be there ready to bust just off of getting prepared for the shit. Seriously. I don't know if other niggas not gonna like what I gotta say, but
right.
It's been times where a nigga almost tapped out before you started.
Really?
Shit. Especially if you laying down cuddle and that shit getting all sensual. You oh, let me think of something else. Baseball, no, batting ball, shit. Can't do that. Ice cream. You gotta think of something, to keep yourself from going over your limit.
Going over the cliff.
Yeah, jumping.
Right, real shit.
A lot of niggas jump without parachutes. That shit get real.
Right. So what's your idea of foreplay?
It depends on the mood. My fault. It depends on the scenery. It also depends on how y'all feeling. If you happy at the time, your foreplay can be one way, but say if y'all upset at each other, but y'all still want to be up under each other, the foreplay might be a little more physical. You might want to tie your female up, chain her up. Come here, what you gonna do? Now you gonna suffer a little bit, then I'm gonna give you your glory. Shit, it depends on how you feeling. For instance, say you in a hotel room, it's like an anniversary or your girl birthday, and you got some money in your pocket, go get some flowers, go get some candles, run her bath with her, and when she come out the bath, just be in a bed, butt ass naked.
What's your idea for
or say if y'all stoners. Say both of y'all stoners. Line up a little array of some shit that y'all can get high on that y'all both agree on, and have y'all little drug roulette, and then y'all just let it go from there. Yeah.
What's drug roulette?
A drug roulette is like, all right, say if you and your lady both take shrooms, y'all both pop like ecstasy. I don't care if y'all snort, that's none of my business.
Right.
Say y'all both snort, say y'all both smoke weed. You can like have a little 4-sided dice and you don't tell her the numbers of which one it is. You just let her roll it. And whatever number you get, that's what you take. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Sounds crazy.
You take the drug and then you gotta roll the dice. You take whatever drug and then y'all, once it kick in, y'all just let everything flow.
That is
like,
wild. That sounds like a wicked ass time.
It is.
Maybe not the snorting part.
No, not the snorting part, because that's not my twist. Like I would need shroom chocolate, some weed edibles.
Yeah.
And probably like
ecstasy.
I'd do the E-pill. Yeah, ecstasy. Or like some little airplane shots, like just in case alcohol is just shit and you don't like taking weed or something like that.
True, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like just whatever sets your mood and put you in your vibe of how you want to feel while you with your significant other or while you with whoever you with.
It's definitely about the vibe.
The vibe is everything.
The vibe is everything. Does the vibe, like you said, would determine where the foreplay would go?
Right, like
that's true.
Like shit like that.
That's very much so true. Is there a life lesson you learned after a sexual experience? And again, wait. And again, that does not involve children.
All right, so I would never involve the children because
that is a life lesson.
It's a life lesson, but children are a blessing. I figure my kids made me calm down a lot, so I would never put that as a lesson. I would put that more as a blessing because I firmly believe that I would never have had kids. I'd probably be dead or in jail at the way I was moving, and I gotta stand on that. So I would never put that as a lesson.
Okay.
Now, one lesson I learned is never get a girl to hold dick if you don't plan on being with her.
What is that?
All right, so
explain.
I'm about to expand it. I got you. So, all right, when you having sex with your partner, and that's your partner, that's your significant other, you try to give her everything.
Okay.
Deep stroke, you try to make it last. You fucking like you never gonna see her again.
Word.
Right. You can't do that with every female. Because some females are crazy.
They run with it.
They run with it. Oh, he gave me everything. Shit. I know you seen the videos where they be talking about you had your one hand on my weave, one thumb in my butt. And me? Oh my God, you never seen that? Yeah, listen. So the girl be like, hold up. So the girl be like, how you gonna hit me like that and then leave? You gonna have one hand on my lace front, one thumb in my butt, and you just hit my shit to the wall, and then you gonna get up and just leave? You get what I'm saying? You can't do that.
Word.
With every female, because every female is not worth that.
True. Unless you that type of guy that just like the...
Nah, then you gonna fuck yourself up, bro. Like you gonna be giving girls, like say if you not in a relationship and you just wanna have fun.
Word.
You're gonna be giving females to implement that. Oh, I'm his. No, shorty, you was just a fun.
Right.
I'm not here for.
That's not your nigga.
That's not. Look. That's like a batch of nachos, bitch. It's not yours. It's not yours. But so it's like you gonna give her the ideal, like, oh, we together. No, shorty. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. That's the big difference.
So what you're implying that you got good dick then?
Yeah, I believe so. Like, the fuck? I don't. If I did get complaints, I would like to know. Shit, let me know that if I did something wrong. If I did something you don't like, stop me. Hold, listen, I don't like that.
And you will be able to handle that.
Constructive criticism.
Because a lot of men can't.
That's because they feel they're inadequate.
But what if it's alright? So what if it's coming from your partner? Bet it's probably easier to take the criticism versus. Like you said,
a random chick.
But why would it matter, bro?
Shorty, I don't give a fuck.
Right, exactly. Why would you give a fuck?
Y'all heard what Bernie Mac said? A heavyweight title match round is 3 minutes. Bitch, you better get yours before I get mine. Like, what you talk about? Because like I said, I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Shorty, this is some wet coochie and I'm out of there.
I said that in another podcast. Some people are here for the moment.
Yeah, like
some people are here for the moment.
And then sometimes that moment can become something major. Now I'm not arguing that.
Mm-hmm.
But if you know in your head, like, yo, this is not, I know it's not gonna go nowhere after this.
Yeah.
Don't give her the whole dick. Don't do shit to her that you would do to your lady, or that you would do to a woman that you plan on being farther with. Like, just certain shit you just don't do. Like,
okay,
and that's just that.
And when did it take you to learn this lesson?
Shit, I think I was like 22, 23. That's because at that time I was in the military.
Okay.
So it's like I was traveling throughout the United States. I went to Hawaii. I've been to different places. I've been to combat. So it's like it make you value being or seeing 1,000 different people a day, 1,000 different women a day. It makes you value and pay attention to, like, damn, would it be a safe bet to get this person everything I got? Would it benefit me to give this person everything I got?
Right.
Like, it's just you learn different shit throughout your interaction. Remember, like, I don't know about everybody else, but I lost my virginity when I was like 10, 11 years old.
That's extremely young.
Yeah, but it wasn't like
Is this nigga
it wasn't
serious?
like I pursued it. It was more like I got older brothers, birthday gift.
Okay.
Yo, listen, we got something for you, bro. Come in the basement.
I can see that, right.
You get what I'm saying?
Word.
And it was more like that. So after that, it was like, oh yeah, I'm up and running. But as I'm going down the line, down the years, it's like I'd actually turned down sex.
Right. I mean, okay.
Like, to the point where it's like, not saying nothing wrong with the female. It's just, you know what? I'm cool. I just don't feel this vibe with you.
Okay.
Like, we can have a drink, we can laugh, we can bust it up. That's we can't go no further than that, because I just feel like it ain't gonna benefit neither one of us.
Word.
Regardless, a nut is a nut. I could beat my dick. My hand was there first. Like, so, like, it's just on that vibe. Like,
okay. What is something you would tell our women listeners about sex that most usually overthink? And take your time with that. You know, per your previous...
Stop worrying about what people think.
Okay.
If they're not your significant other, or they're not someone you plan on building a relationship with, fuck them. I'm not saying go out there and fuck the world. I'm not saying that. But if you like this person and you like that person, and they both know that you don't want to be in a relationship, but you're okay with fucking them both, fuck them both.
Amen.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
But don't lead them on. Don't say to one, oh yeah, you my bae, or I'm yours, you're mine, and then you fucking the other nigga too. Don't do that.
And say, you're my bae, you're mine.
That's not cool. Word. Let them know from the jump, like, listen, I don't want no relationship, but I dig you enough, I like you, I do want to fuck you, but I am fucking somebody else too.
So you know what? I feel like the issue with that is that when women come out like that, like, men
think they hoes.
Yeah, man, it's a negative connotation.
But the problem with that is because that nigga is thinking negative.
Okay.
Because I done had threesomes. I ain't gonna say true pure threesomes.
For those of you who do not know, a true pure threesome is when there are only 3 people engaged in sexual activities or sexual activities adjacent.
But I done had situations where, like, we in the trap crib, a nigga bring a chick in the trap crib, they go upstairs, do what they do, she come downstairs like, I'm not satisfied.
Okay. Not
that he ain't do what he's supposed to do, just that she want more.
Okay.
So the nigga look around like, bro, anybody? Like, you think I'm... But no, he don't do it disrespectfully. He do it in front of her like, yo, if anybody want, you know, she with it. So another, bad, I'm with it. And you might not complete the deal. Like, not saying that you inadequate, not saying that you ain't go up there and, you know, put your fist in that thing. Right. I'm just saying, she just might be that.
See, I don't want you to
think I'm a freak or nothing like that, because 2-hour riff, and one nigga just can't give her 2-hour riff.
Word.
Like, and I'm just saying, as I can't really speak for females, but from outside in looking, I think that a lot of females worry too much about what other people think.
Yes.
And that goes for...
Absolutely.
That's go for females that see a nigga that look like he a nerd and weirdo.
Word.
That nigga probably rock your fucking world, girl.
Amen, Jesus. Like,
because don't get it fucked up. Anime niggas is in. Y'all got us fucked up. And that's just on that. And another thought I say on that is like, watch who you give it to.
That part. That.
Please.
That. Listen.
Please, because.
Listen clearly.
I done seen shit that'll make me like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, I done see, alright, I ain't gonna put no names out there. I ain't gonna say that because, you know, this, bro, you know, I ain't slut shaming nobody.
Don't do that. That's what they expect you to do.
But I know a chick that was messing with a nigga, and the whole time the nigga was messing with a nigga. Now, everything that glitter ain't gold. But everything that don't shine don't mean it can't become gold. Okay. So, like, I just feel like, just watch yourselves. Just watch yourselves. Real shit. And don't be afraid to express yourself. Especially if you, to an extent, if you're in a relationship. Express yourself to an extent. Because women get the ideal that men become jealous and insecure. No, we're not jealous, we're not insecure. Really? It's just the fact that we know what men think about. We know men in game. We know, like, all right, for prime example, say you and your lady friends, y'all go out, y'all having some drinks. Right. I don't care that you going out having drinks. I care about how you holding yourself. If you going out there showing off your body, that's gonna give every man in that building a tip that they can touch your body. Regardless if you say no or not.
Yeah, I mean, if you shaking ass, don't be surprised you get dick.
Hey, and then I ain't saying dress like you back in the 60s, the moo-moo wall. I ain't saying that. But you can be classy and sexy at the same time. Like when I met my bae, she was classy and sexy at the same time.
Was she?
Very. One of the best ladies. One of the. That's for another conversation. Not even getting into that because it's gonna be like a whole another 30 minutes. Not getting into that.
That sounds special.
So it's like, just hold yourself a certain way where you'll get this certain respect. Because you walk down the street. Because all right, for instance, prime example. Say you walking down the street, you see a pack of lions coming your way, right? Yes. You can't say, a nigga can't say, oh, that lion cool, that lion good, that lion not gonna hurt me. So if you see a group of women walking down the street and they all got the slutty outfit on, titties halfway out, ass hanging out their shorts, everything down there showing except for like a slimmer of clothes on, like.
So you don't get a ticket?
You're right, so you don't get an indecent exposure ticket. Right. So it's like, a man is not gonna think, oh, damn, that one might be good. No, they're gonna automatically assume that y'all all whores. Birds of a feather flock together.
This is true.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I ain't taking up for the niggas neither. Because if you all walking down the street with this skinny ass going, y'all all got black shit on, y'all got your hands stuck, it look like y'all ready to rob something. Right. Now, as far as cheating, you can't never really tell. No. Because a group of women can have office clothes on, they about to go have an orgy. You never know. But I'm saying.
In the meeting room downstairs.
Right. Or in the mail room licking stamps. Like, I don't get the analogy, but no. I just ain't had nothing else to say right there.
No, it was bad imagery, though.
Yeah, very bad, because how you getting stroked from the back and you looking at the
I'm just saying the paper cuts.
Yeah. Oh, my God, horrible. Anyway, but it's like, that's just what I got to say to the women listeners. And don't be ashamed of your, and everything. Oh, my God, this and everything.
Let us hear it.
Stop being ashamed of how y'all fucking bodies. Please. Everybody out here going to get BBLs, all that dumb shit. We do not like that. and we don't. And I'm going to tell you why. You get a BBL to have fun with, not to bring home to mom. That's the difference. Y'all going out here, I'm getting Botox here, I'm going to make my ass fatter. We do not give two fucks about it. I'm going to fuck you if you're skinny, fat, black, white, Chinese, Asian, one leg, two legs, shit. We have fucking couch in my dick hard. Listen, stop worrying about that shit. All that Instagram shit, all that model shit. Listen, a lot of people don't realize that model shit is probably 2% of the females in the world. We don't give a fuck. Most of us don't like the bony shit anyway. It's like you hitting a fucking brick wall. Nobody want that shit. If you ain't too something, we can't do nothing. You understand me? Like, let's keep that shit a beat.
If you ain't
too something, we can't do nothing.
And are you me? Oh my goodness, this is such a fun episode. Thank you, gentlemen, again for stopping by, giving us your thoughts, your opinions, for supporting the podcast. There will be a part 2 with me and the ladies, or lady. If we can get more females on that episode, that would be great. The guest sign up is always available on my Grown FG Productions link tree. And it really is just a conversation. I feel like everyone is having such a great time just coming on and just speaking. I just want to give people the platform and the space to say what they want to say, or say things they feel like they may not be able to speak with other people about, or even social media. You know, it's fun. It's always a good time. It's always a good laugh. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe to all of my socials. Follow all of my socials. Be well, be safe, and be magical.
The Jungle Bunch, we back. We back in our entirety. But hey, y'all, hold on. Before we get any further, we need to get home.
We're gonna hold.
Right now, at this very moment.
At this very goddamn second.
Are you a gamer in need of community? Join GFG, Grown Folk Gaming, where we not only game. We inspire, motivate, and get it. Life is stressful enough. Play games.
Are you looking for personal adult entertainment?
Subscription is free. Link tr.ee Mama Witch Plays.